thank you all for coming tonight. I hope you've had a chance to examine some of the displays, and really look forward to some of the speakers here tonight, as well as the audience, I hope. We are dealing with what is at the core a political issue. To change current sets of laws comes down to, in the end, do we have the political power to modify our representatives' behavior, to elect representatives that will support our causes, and to ensure that those that do not support our causes are not reelected. Power in politics in America as a democracy comes down to your vote. When politicians are making a decision, they will go and look at likely voters to find out how they are supporting an issue. And a likely voter essentially is someone that has voted before. If you're young, if you're 18 or in college and you haven't voted before, you have an opportunity to make your opinion matter and the opinion of your generation matter by being involved in our political process. Here in Wisconsin, we've had some recent electoral changes, legislative changes that will impact students as we try and vote. For students in Wisconsin, you are now required to have a photo ID with your current address on it. Does anyone here, we've got some Oshkosh students here, I'm sure. Does anyone know if the student IDs at Oshkosh are going to be compliant with that law or not? Anyone? Well, some campuses across the state have worked through their student senate to ensure that they'll have a student ID that is compliant with the electoral laws, so you can use that as your voting ID. Otherwise, it's possible for students to get a photo ID with their current address on it for free from the Department of Motor Vehicles. And information on this is available at the state government website, gab.wi.gov. So with the electoral changes requiring photo ID, students are required to have that ID. They can register still on the day of the election, or they can register in advance, which actually makes it a lot easier for the poll workers. It's less of a hassle for them and less thing to do for other people. So again, if there's any questions on the voting process in Wisconsin for students, regardless of what state your parents live in, we don't make you travel to your parents' address to vote. You can choose to vote absentee from their address if you choose, or you can vote here on campus where you live. And that's one part of the process. I think the other part of the process that we'll hear more about tonight is being electorally effective, using your vote and working with others to actually achieve a common goal. And as we have a number of speakers here tonight, they'll be talking about some of the bills and some of the issues facing us currently. By contacting your representatives, you increase your power and make sure that they are aware of what the voters in their district desire. With that, do we have any questions about voting or eligibility for voting for students? Thank you guys very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of the presentations tonight.